So in this video, we're going to be talking about what's been going on with PizzaBryan and how he's been having some health problems because of the plant. But first, if you're new around here, give me a sub. So if you're unaware of what's been going on with PizzaBryan, essentially about a month ago, he ended up deleting all of his videos and no one really knew what happened to him. He didn't give any updates about what happened. He kind of just disappeared from the internet. Well, yesterday, he posted a video talking about what happened and a video titled What Happened. But I do want to clarify before I show you the clip of the video. I did see everyone's comments. I did see all the DMs I got on Twitter and Instagram. I just didn't know what was going on, so I didn't want to give a, definitive answer. But I did also try reaching out to PizzaBryan about a few weeks ago, asking him, what's going on, what's happening, but I never got a response back, so I didn't want to give a full statement. I kind of had an idea that it had something to do with, YouTube giving him a strike, so he didn't want to have his whole channel deleted, so he ended up deleting a lot of his videos, but it was a lot worse than that.
In the title, clickbait thumbnail, I'm about to explain on what happened, why I've been gone for a whole month, what happened to my channel. Honestly, it kind of sucks on what happened, but my health do come first. I can't buy my health at the end of the day. I had issues with my health. At first, I thought it was just like a pulled muscle in my chest. I kept chiefing even though with the chest pain because you guys know I love the za, and I still do. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not chiefing. I haven't chiefed since the 18th of April. Right now is May 20th, so a little over a month. I have not touched no eddies. I have not touched nothing, basically nothing. But I feel way better. I was experiencing some type of chest pain. Slowly started to figure it out that it wasn't like a pulled muscle from the gym or something, because every time I chiefed, my lungs were like hurting. And I'm like, damn, like I can't even do what I love to do anymore. It was a hard decision for me. I had to go to the hospital, check myself. So at first, I went to the doctor, they did an x-ray. So with the chest x-ray, they found lower lobe infiltrate has improved, but still residual infiltrate present. I didn't know what that means. I'm gonna put the results right here. They told me to follow up with the chest CT scan, so I did. And between this period of time, I was still experiencing chest pain. I was still posting, and I'm like, damn, I gotta keep it pushing because every day's a new day to go get it. And I didn't realize that, honestly, I had something going on with me. This happened because I would literally chief excessively. I would wake up, chief one, all right? I would eat, chief one again. I would go to the gym, chief before the gym. I would finish the gym, I would chief after the gym. And in between that, I would also hit the pen. So I was just excessively to the point where like my health caught up and I had too much mucus in my lungs. And so when I followed up with the chest x-ray, they took like 2 weeks to give me my results. And I was still chiefing because I was like, it can't be nothing that bad, right? I didn't not want to post because this is my work. I would literally post videos of me chiefing and I would get paid. And it was a passion of mine, really. Filming videos while chiefing the was literally a dream of passion. I was having fun. But once the lungs started to hurt me when I was chiefing, I wasn't having as much fun. I was literally still filming videos like the 30-gram cigar. I was already in pain, fam. I don't know if a couple of you guys caught it, but I wasn't really like chiefing how I usually chief, going crazy. Also, on top of me chiefing the whole day, I was going live at the end of the day and still excessively more. So that didn't help. But I don't know if you guys started to realize that I stopped going live as often. That's when I was like, I can't go live anymore. If my chest already hurting by filming a video a day, I can't really go live toward the end of the day because it's gonna hurt even more. So I got my CT scan that was supposed to be the follow-up from the x-ray because they asked me for it. I got it at the 4th of April and I didn't get my results till the 18th of April. And I remember the 18th of April, I was filming the 20 banger. And when I got the results, when I was filming that video, it was like the $1,000 shopping spree. My heart dropped. I'm like, damn, I really got something going on, because I searched up the CT scans on Google. I'm gonna throw up the CT scans right here. These are the results. And then I basically searched it up. It's called, these are big words, but it's called bipacellar atelectasis. Refers to the collapse or partial collapse of the lower lobes of both lungs.
So, as you heard in that clip, PizzaBryan had a partial lung collapse. Now, I'm not going to try to fully say the name that was in the CT scan, but he had a partial lung collapse. And there's going to be a lot of people in the comments saying, it was because of the stuff he was consuming. He was consuming bad stuff. And that is possible. Like, that's not out of the realm of possibilities. But to be fair, how much PizzaBryan was consuming was probably a crazy amount. He was probably consuming all day, which he said in the video he was. He was probably consuming probably around 7 grams of flour a day, probably 1 or 2 grams of wax a day, which is a lot to be consuming. Regardless if you're the most healthiest person in the world, if you're consuming that much, you are going to have some side effects to your lungs when you're consuming that much. So, is it out of the realm of possibilities that one of the brands that he was consuming had a bigger effect on what the CT scan? That is possible. Like, it could have been one of the brands he was consuming that had more of an effect than other things. But he was just consuming too much, probably. And I've talked about this in the past that sometimes you just need to take a step back and maybe consume less or even take a break, because consuming that much isn't healthy. So what's next for PizzaBryan? Well, in that video, he said for the time being, he's not going to be making any kind of consuming type of content, and he's going to continue making content, just not in the same way he was. And I support him all the way. And I recommend everyone to still support him and watch his new videos, because he's a good YouTuber and he seems like a chill dude. But as always, I want to know down in the comments what y'all think. And until next time, peace.
She said I could have it. 2016, little bitch, I'm a savage. Johnny Depp's to a bitch, make all the baggage. Then I feel like I'm a fucking bandit. RIP, just walk got perks in the cabinet. Sold them off on my session and